Okay, he lives his life with a camera clipped to his head. Everybody's talking about the voyeuristic experience of the year, and he's with us here on CNET Live. Let's go to Tom Merritt talking to Justin Kahn of Justin TV.
Thanks, Brian. Yes, I am on several cameras at once here. In fact, if you go to justin.tv, you can break down the wall and see the rest of the studio because Justin has agreed to join us today from Justin TV. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining us on the inaugural show here.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
And then rebroadcasting it through the camera. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing for those that haven't actually visited justin.tv.
Sure. I'm broadcasting my life 24/7 to the internet from this camera. All day, every day, you can see Justin's point of view.
So you can go and just see everything you're doing all day long?
That's right. You could see me, getting a cab to come here and then sitting here in the studio with you, and then after this I'm going kickboxing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Why? That's probably the biggest question people have. Why are you doing this?
Well, I thought it'd be really fun to give people a point of view of someone else's life. No one has really done this before. This is like a live interactive window onto what it's like to be a 23-year-old guy in San Francisco.
It's different than the Truman Show in a way, though, because as you can see, well, the clip we're showing right now is of you sleeping, and I guess you took your hat off there. When you take your hat off, your camera off sometimes, right?
Right. When I'm sleeping, I point the camera at the bed, and there's an infrared spotlight, so you can see me, crashed out.
And what about the other obvious questions when you go to the bathroom, when you take a shower, times like that?
Bathroom, we point the camera up a little bit.
Okay.
No need to be too explicit, I guess.
Yeah. Just a little tasteful
Yeah.
tilt up, and then all right. So want to get into a little bit about some of the gear that you've got going on here. I know
Sure.
you can't be too explicit about stuff, but tell us what you can about how you've got this working here.
All right. Well, there's this video camera that's from Sport, and it's kind of like an adventure cam for going out and snowboarding and that type of thing, and it's a very wide angle lens, so you can kind of see what's going on. And that goes to the backpack, and we built some custom hardware around eVideo, and it
so it's not a laptop. I've heard a lot of people say it's a laptop in there. It's not exactly that.
No, we played around with a laptop, but really couldn't get a laptop to do what we wanted. We have our own computer basically sending data over several eVideo connections.
It's a Mac Mini, isn't it?
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say.
But then you've got an eVideo card, which is for people who don't know, it's the wireless card that transmits over the cellular network.
Right. It's the cell phone data networks.
Yeah. And what speed are you at?
Well, we're streaming video down to the end user at about 256 kbps.
Because I have to say, I mean, when it's working, and it's working a lot of the time, which I'm surprised over that cellular card, it looks really good. I mean, you've got a pretty good bit rate going on, especially for as long as you have to do it.
Well, it took us a long time to kind of perfect it to be high enough quality that we felt that people would be able to watch and understand what was going on.
Sure, and you don't have a bandwidth limit? Because there's always this controversies where they say it's an unlimited account,
right?
And then it turns out you got a 5 gigabyte cap. You don't run up against that?
No, we've worked something else out.
So some other things going on in your daily life that everyone who's watching Justin TV already knows about. And in fact, I was on Twitter, and this is how I found out about it. Everybody was on Twitter talking about the fact that you were on a date. In fact, you went on a couple dates, is that right?
Yeah, I've been on a couple of dates. The most popular one, I guess, was on Tuesday. Everyone kind of logged in, and they were all discussing it on Twitter, and everyone was like, "Oh, Justin's on this date," and I didn't really know about that until I got home and saw these direct messages like, "Way to go, Justin!" That was really fun to watch. So.
Now, did you take off at the end of the day? Did you ever take off the hat during the date, or were you on the whole time?
I did take off the hat, for a little bit. We were having a kind of a conversation,
right?
And didn't. We'll let the viewers fill in the blanks.
So you had that's where you finally hit the line of privacy, where you kind of had to say, "Okay, we need a little alone time there," huh?
Well, yeah, it was up to her. I kind of wanted to be a gentleman about it.
So you can let us know about a little bit about sponsorship real quick before we go. I know that this is your job. You're making money out of this. How does that work?
Yeah, this is my job. I started a company, and we employ 4 other full-time people. And right now we're making money through sponsorship, promoting a movie, Disturbia, which is coming out tomorrow. And we're sponsored by Balls Energy Drink and GoDaddy.
Okay.
So,
and are you looking for more sponsors? Or?
We are, so we're happy to.
You can find him at justin.tv and watch everything he does from now until the rest of his life. He doesn't even know how long he's going to do this. So back to you, Brian.
All right, thanks, guys. A fascinating story, and as Tom says, Justin.tv, not JustinTV.com, which is what it sounds like when we say Justin TV. Coming up, we're going to